Take 4. Whatever, I'll explain this again. I did an unboxing of this video, my computer got messed up, and I lost all the footage. So, we are just going to do a little spec run through, my opinion of this bad guy right here. The Canon 80, not 80, wow, I'm so used to saying that. The new Canon 90D. So, let's start with the body here. The texture of the top wheel is definitely improved. You can feel the B, the A, the M, whatever mode you're on the top wheel right here. And the texture of the ISO wheel up top, right there near the shutter button, has definitely got a nice little texture to it. So that was a nice little improvement. Still got the same flip out, rotating LCD screen. That's definitely a must for me. For me, that is a definitely must. The handle here, it's a little bit deeper and it definitely feels nice in your hand. As far as the weight goes, it's supposed to be a little bit lighter than the Canon 80D, but I can't really tell much of a difference, especially when I slap a lens on there. So, looking at the back now, they added this little joystick right here, which typically you would find in their more higher end cameras, and they just moved the play button back here. So nothing really too different or drastic on that. However, it might take some getting used to if you guys are coming from the 80D, used to the play button being up there. Other than that, it's just got a really nice feel in the hand here. So inside, they upgraded to a 32 megapixel sensor. Now yes, this is still an APS-C size sensor, so things are cropped still. It is not full frame. But man, did they pack some new good goodies in here. So, you got a Digi 8 image processor, which I think definitely helps with the noise. I did some tests in some low light, and it looks like the noise got quite a bit better, especially at higher ISOs. Speaking of higher ISOs, you can go from 100 to 51,200 now. So if it's pitch black outside, it will definitely help out there. Now you'll still have some noise, but it has improved with that. As far as the video side, it does still shoot 1080p, but it does 4K in 30 frames per second or 24 frames per second. Now when this was first released, it did not have 24 frames per second on here, which I don't know why they didn't add it, but Canon, they listened to their consumers and they added the 24 frames per second. So thank you, Canon, for that. They also added 120 frames per second on here. That, however, is not in 4K. I like the 120 frames per second. It would be great in 4K, but also another downside of it is the autofocus does not work if you're shooting at that high of a frame rates. Speaking of focus, this now has face detection and eye detection. So not only will you see that square around your face, but you will also see it around your eye as well, which just makes it that much more better for crispier and less unfocused images. I have found it does not really hunt much at all when you're trying to focus. It happens pretty darn quickly. Now, as far as taking pictures, this can shoot 11 frames per second in live view mode, so we'll just go ahead and take a listen to that. And that sounds pretty nice. So that will definitely be fun. What else is there? Oh, connectivity. There we go. It does still have Wi-Fi, which is awesome, but it also has Bluetooth, and I messed around with that a little bit, and I found it a little annoying and not quite as good as the Wi-Fi. I was trying to pull over some images onto my phone, and it just wasn't working out that well, so I ended up just connecting it through Wi-Fi, and everything worked fine after that. Now, this does have the same LPE6N batteries, same as the ADD did. And you are supposed to be able to get 1,300 shots out of one battery use. So, better battery life, 4K video in 24 frames per second. And also, I almost forgot about the digital image stabilization. So, it does not have in-body image stabilization, but digital image stabilization. And compare that with one of your lenses that does also have image stabilization on there. It makes for some pretty nice, steady images, videos. So, for all you vloggers out there, that is definitely a plus. And may I say, it is about time, Canon, you did something about that in body. And I appreciate it. However, Canon, if you are listening or you see this video, please add autofocus to the 120 frames per second. Now, it's as far as the specs go. So you might be asking yourself, is it worth the upgrade? Some people say no, some people say yes. Me personally, I would say yes. The 4K was pretty much the biggest selling point that got me on this camera, and the digital image stabilization, it's just great, especially in one of their entry-level DSLRs. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars to get the high-quality features that their higher-end cameras get. So I would definitely say yes, it is worth the upgrade. But that about wraps it up, guys. Just want to do a quick spec run through with the new Canon 90D here. I am super stoked about having it. Definitely going to be doing some more videos on it. If you guys would like to see more videos on it, leave a comment. If you guys have any questions about it, leave a comment. But definitely keep an eye out for more follow-up videos. And that is about it, guys. So, remember to give this video a thumbs up. And, as always, make sure to subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.